was supposed to say I can't see myself yet. Okay. Yeah, we don't see nobody in here quite yet. All right, we should be live now. So, what up? We're on the same tip we've been on. If you've been here, welcome back. And if you're new here, phone a friend to tell them come on in. Yeah, we're gonna talk about things. I guess what's currently going on. If you're watching, we could all kind of watch it together and just give our inputs. I'm not gonna put it up here or nothing because we're gonna do what we're doing here. Other people may not want to talk about stuff like that. Yeah. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna have some. Again, we supporting what we love here. So I still been bumping out. Look like the connections going crazy. That's wild. It's crazy how you pay for something and you don't get what you pay for. But yeah, and that's Logic's new project, Aquarius 3, playing in the back. Because that's what I'm fucking with. And what we're about over here is supporting the things we love. And supporting something isn't always a monetary thing, though $1 helps, $2 helps, a rack help too. But you know what I'm saying? That's not, it ain't gotta be that way. Supporting's not always a monetary thing. It could be as simple as liking, commenting, and subscribing. We're giving us some chat participation over here and letting us know your thoughts, how you feeling on these things, the inauguration's going on right now. That's crazy. I'm watching it at the same time. I'm supporting one of my brothers. What I'm saying, tapping in. I got a little headphone in right here under my headphones. Multitasker with Logic playing right there. What I'm saying. If you know anything about the power of multitasking, it can be done, and it's part of elevating. You know what I'm saying. I can have that going on, this going on, and still be going on with you. That's just a fractal of how my mind works. And hey, it's got me this far, and it's we making good dreams come true. We done had enough bad. You feel me? You'll hear that later in some of these tracks that I got sitting with the music soups and sitting there waiting to make it really jig off. But yeah, we over here on Peace, Power, and Prosperity, and you're here with GOSCLOVE. And right now, it don't seem like too many people in here, and that's cool. That's cool because we do it for the people that see it later too, because we know it gets greater later. I think Yak said that. Yeah. We should always salute. If we got the game somewhere, cite your source type situation. I always salute the people that did this stuff before us because we salute it. It's challenging for all of us. But I'm gonna let y'all vibe out with this Logic as these people come in here and decide whether this is attracting to them or not. It's a decision for you to make. And anything we speak on in here, we encourage you to do your own research and do your own due diligence, so to speak, so you don't feel ill-informed and you really get it to the fullest. Sometimes people tell me stuff and I'm like, I hear you, but like I gotta see it for myself too. Processes. I'm gonna start getting my hydration going over here because I got me obviously, if you know anything about me, I usually like to have me some good tea. I'm saying? I got that jasmine tea, and as we build and grow, hey, brand people, holla at your boy. We can get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? I know how to make it. So, you know what I'm saying? Messing with us, hey, they can't stop us, can't stop, won't stop. But you know, they can attempt to delay, but you know, that's only for a day. What up? It's a journey, people, not a destination. So it's always the intent and plan for it to be ongoing. So we don't never plan on stopping, ever. We're gonna do this like pretty much. See that? Uh, yeah, you keep saying my internet unstable. What? How's a gig not stable? They be home, man. They be home. Yeah, but yeah, that's Aquarius 3 playing. Man, love it. It resonates with me so well. That's why we support what we love here. Just right now, all I've really been playing is that tape. It came out like Friday, and shit. So we've been on with it, you know. And I'm just basically bringing you all into my world. You know, if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't attract to you, don't like it, then you can kick rocks. But if it does resonate with you, you know, let me know. We want audience participation, and you know, we want you to feel welcome and make sure you know this is a safe place. Speaking on mine, last night, brother Alchemistic was enlightening us on a lot of things, and I thought that was really really cool. Saying I can commend other people because it takes all kinds and it takes all of us to collectively make this work. And as long as we're on a positive tip and being positive about it, you know, that's beautiful. So we're trying to raise these vibrations to raise the consciousness level, you know. And I feel like if we raise them to peace, power, and prosperity, that helps. But we could talk about some other stuff too. The inauguration's going on. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapping in, you know, getting my information the way I like to get my information from, you know, my brothers or people that I like to listen to or trust their word or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage you to, you know, always do your due diligence. Maybe I could be that source for you, and you know, maybe we could just learn together and help each other grow. We're all on different points of this journey. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Somebody's done what you're trying to do. You know, you just gotta find like-minded people to help you flourish with it. And you got to make it make sense too. You know what I'm saying? It should never be one-sided. It should never be a mentee always waiting on a mentor to make it make sense. Like that's just not how it works. That don't make sense. You know, we're not about giving a handout. We're giving a hand up. You know, so yeah. And again, support what you love. Hit that like button right there. And for the people looking on that little screen right there, hey, that little screen, man, just tap on in. Don't be scared. It's only consciousness. Yeah. Right now, it's super dry. It's like zero. That's wild. But hey, you know, when you look into this stuff, it say, you know what I'm saying, get used to streaming with zero people, because a lot of it's going to be people going back and seeing it in not real time for me, because that's right now. But like they go back and see, because a lot of people just like, man, he spit. Let me see what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just on the artist page. Again, this is like an onboarding ramp going to the podcast. I'll keep saying that as we're doing this onboarding process. And you know, the people that have been on here, you know, we'll consider you all, you know, founding family members, so to speak. So you're gonna have some type of priority when we're over at the podcast. Like, cause I remember you. Yeah, you were super positive. You're super cool. As long as you stay super cool, you know what I'm saying. There's opportunities. You know what I'm saying. And opportunities, you know, can tend to make sense if you know make it. You feel me? But I'm gonna let that logic play a little bit so I can hear what my brother's saying too. I'm just like letting y'all see what I would be doing anyway. So it don't matter to me, because like this is what I would be doing regardless. So that's 10 minutes in. Very, very early. I don't know how long we'll do this today. Yeah, I gotta figure some shit for tomorrow. So it ain't gonna be no late night stuff. So I don't know how the streams will work with this or algorithm or whatnot. We've been pretty blessed so far. Had some beautiful people in here, some beautiful thoughts, and you know, just trying to think of some of the people over the past day or so. Nikki Love showed a lot of love. We had a few psychics in here the other night, and it was super dope. They seemed super cool. You know what I'm saying? Some of it was a little like I don't know if you're playing mind games or whatnot, but I ain't going for that. So there's other places for that. You know, because fear don't live here. So, or
hey Thomas, what up? Let's jump on the Nora path. I'm bored as hell and trying to kill some aliens.
Oh yeah, I just shaped my shit up too. Before I came in here, got the shower. You can see it's all bald to the low, and I got me a little uptown situation going with it. You know, shit. When we came up the way they all used to want us to do stuff, I'd be doing it on my own, and I did it in record time for me this time. Usually it take me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, but I usually be taking my time and grinding and getting it in slow and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I knew first and foremost, my brother has a live going on, and again, we're all about supporting what we love here. So I'm supporting that simultaneously as I'm still doing my thing. You feel me? That's hard. To me, that's hard. That's real nigga shit to me. But to each his own. So I'm supporting this. So I'm trying to make it all make sense because I love that and I love what's going on over there. So I gotta make sure I'm tapped in too. Like, as you see me doing that with Elizabeth and Mystique stuff yesterday too. I tapped in over there. It's like, man, because I gained so much knowledge from these people. Like I've gained from afar. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard for me. But yeah. So I got that all going on. But back to the hair thing. That's what I was saying. Like when we get onto the podcast and stuff like that, that's things that we can delve into because like. If you like that, look all right or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like learning skills and tools and stuff like that. Like anybody can learn anything. It's just about if you want to do it. It's about your microcosm. It's about what you have in you and what you want and where you want to take it. What is your macrocosm? What do you want it to be? You know what I'm saying? So if that saves you $30 to $50 a month. Some niggas might really be balling and they getting that shit cut every week. I mean, well, $50 a week, it's $200 a month. You know what I'm saying? And we could show you how to invest that, or possibly get you starting businesses or something. You know what I'm saying? We can make it all make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about growth and growing together and helping each other raise our vibrations and our consciousness level, because it's not about like a crab in a barrel mentality. It's about uplifting each other, and that's beautiful. And black men can say beautiful. Know that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm being the difference in the change that I want to see. You know what I'm saying? And like if you're just now tuning in, like where you been? It is the way it is, and like I said, this year is going to be the very visual year, so that's why you're visually seeing me now. It's no coincidence. I ain't never been scared. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If I was scared, I had my ass in church. You feel me? And nothing against that, but you know what I'm saying? That's just how we said stuff when I came up. But yeah, I've been trying to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And not be like. I was never trying to be a gimmick or anything like that either. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my time in real time at all times. If that makes sense to you, if it resonates with you today, tomorrow, if you're here now, or you come in later, or you're here now, but it's not really now for me in real time. You feel me? That's really cool. And I'm having fun. I'm loving what I'm doing, and that's what it's about too. And we're making it make sense as well. So. I love you all for supporting. Thank you. And we're looking for some audience participation. Yeah. Signal person on that. Like you be saying one bar on here. Okay. But then I look down at my thing and it say full bar. put an eye to that. Now it says I got a couple bars up there. Kind of just going back into that split particle experiment. You know what I'm saying? They had like a wall. Was doing something completely different. But then if you went over and looked at them, they started, doing what you want, doing right, so to speak. So it's like, those are interesting concepts. You know what I'm saying? But do your own due diligence. Pick up a book, read a book. I think I heard people talk about that before, but the first time I really was able to understand it more was when I read Quantum Physics for Beginners. And yeah, that's a hard book, and really help you conceptualize a lot of the things that are going on around you. Because it's all light, it's all energy, it's all frequency. So like, even what we have right here in front of us is more or less an illusion, so to speak, or your perception of reality. And perceptions can change. You ever seen like maybe when you was young something seemed like really cool, but then you got older and you're like, that ain't cool no more, man. That's not cool. You get no cool points for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a part of life as we live and learn on this journey, because again, it's always ongoing, people. If you expecting some instantaneous results, well, maybe play a video game, you know what I'm saying? Or, flip a coin and a quarter and you can instantly know head, instantly know tails, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things into this. But I'm gonna let that logic play while I tap in here with my brother talking about. And I go to signal. But let me pay attention to it real quick. Hey, I got signal down here, Wayne. I got signal up here. And it refreshed instantly. I mean, in real time, you're seeing these. It's like damn near some kind of experiment for somebody somewhere. Not saying it has extreme validity or anything like that, but I'm just saying I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your head in a book. It might help. And when we get to the podcast, we'll go over some books and stuff, or book references, or like the teacher always say, study the authors too. Learn what they all about. I learned that from the book song that he put out. Yeah, I was like maybe 2023 or something. Yeah, super hard. You'd be surprised. I had to go back and play that a couple times and like write down the books he's talking about, and you know what I'm saying, the authors he's talking about, and hope I'm spelling it right, because I'm damn near not pronouncing it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, so it's all a journey, and if when you're on it with others and together collectively, you will see that what I'm saying, it's sometimes we make things harder in our head than they have to be in reality, but that's just based on our limited perception, or upbringing, or programming, and maybe something that somebody that's telling you they don't even believe that. That's just, they're just regurgitating something that somebody told them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do their own due diligence or research. So that's why we will always encourage you here to do your own due diligence and do your own research. We'll maybe be like point you in the right direction, but you know what I'm saying, we want you to do the work too. You know what I'm saying? And even when raising vibrations and stuff, you have to do the work every day. You know what I'm saying? Or they say if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's real game right there. So let that follow that logic with me. And this hydration before I start sipping that good tea over there. And when I say good tea, I just mean it's good. It's good for you. It tastes good. Like health benefits. I don't drink or anything. I ain't drinking like almost 2 years now. And it wasn't like somebody told me, oh, no, it was just like a solid self decision with myself. I was like, you know what? a headache over like a glass of wine or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a hard drinker, but not anymore. You know what I'm saying? But even when I just had toned it down just because you're getting older. It's like it just like we talk about what seemed cool at one point don't always you know keep resonating cool with you. Like like ever have the old heads and stuff looking at you like you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They used to say you think you grown and stuff like that. You know what I mean. But anybody coming in, this is chat participation. We want people to come in here and let us know how they doing, how they feeling. The title is just like what I thought was cool in real time for me at that moment. You know what I'm saying? But if you go back to some of these other lives, the last 2 days, we ain't been doing this very long. But just let us know what you think. Where you at? Where you from? How you feeling? And participate, because here we support what we love. So if you love it, support it. And supporting is not always a monetary thing, people. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't just think about it. I feel the love. I appreciate them vibes. But hit that button right there. Hit that button. Yeah. And if you get to thinking it's super, super easy, we'll also take into account that I'm very introverted. Anybody that really know me, like, shit, Mako sit there, be quiet, and a motherfucker. But appreciate the support. Like, comment, and subscribe. Show some love. And when I'm saying hit the like button, it's not just like, oh, hit it. It's like so other people know that there's value to be gained here. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the currency base on which these type of platforms like we're broadcasting to you. Like you probably seen it from YouTube, but that's not what we're in the studio on. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah. Got some more people coming in here. What up? What up? What up? If you've been here with us the last couple of days, you know how it go down in here. Just keep it positive. We can talk about whatever as long as we're positive and respectful to others. But we need audience participation. So I know I'm not wasting my time, and so the algorithm knows that there's value here. So other people come in and can come be a part of our family. Because this is just the onboarding ramp over to the podcast, as you'll hear me continue to say. And I'm just speaking that for newcomers that are just now coming in and whatnot. And if some of the people that have been here, like Nikki Love and people like that, you know what to do. Get it going in the chat. And let us know where you at, where you from, how you feeling. And hey, don't ever forget, phone a friend that tell them come on in. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it positive and respectful. We can have difference of opinions and stuff, and maybe you know something I don't know, and maybe, together collectively we can help grow, and raise these vibrations to peace, power, and prosperity. Raise the consciousness level. You'd be surprised what you could achieve with a little imagination. You ever heard any brothers or sisters say, I'd imagine? They know something. You know what I'm saying? Imagination's a powerful thing. It can affect your reality in real time in front of you. What you're attracting or vibrating on. That's why we're trying to vibrate on peace, power, and prosperity. Positive things. And each one teach one. Let us know. So yeah. How does it feel to make real music, baby? You know I got an addiction to making the music, baby. Hoping they use it, baby. My mind, I'm a loser, baby. In the back of the Mercedes, I'm getting zooted, baby. Come on, catch me on my YouTube, wildin' out. More relevant than you ever been crying about. Shit that can't be done, hating and can't be fun. A part of the pantheon. I feel like Dilla when he was doing the drums, still running in the pocket. Now I'm a son of them, they throwing shade. It's above your pay grade. Been killing it, ripping it since I was in the 8th grade. Rhymes and making beats, man, what a beautiful trade. Do this every day. Everybody that want it don't really want it, okay? Like a bitch that you want it, but she don't give you no play. Hold up, wait a minute. I'm feeling a secret admirers. Hey, remember, don't be scared. It's only consciousness. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a slave. I was playing the field, now I'm just playing the game, but really it's not a game. Really it's not a game. Really it's not a I left my feelings on the fire. They don't believe me unless I'm crying.
Though keeping busy might just solve it all. It's time for the game to change. I'm playing different now, I'm older. Won't gamble for the good it's over.
What up, new people or people that's been here the last day or so? I'm GOSCLOVE, and I'm just kind of bringing you into my world, because I haven't been doing that, and it just wasn't a part of the process at that point. Everybody, we're all on a journey, not a destination. So it's an ongoing thing at all points. Yeah, if you've been here, you know what to do. We want audience participation. We want to know how you're doing. And we want to show you how valuable your time is. Because anytime you spend time with us, it's extremely valued here. Know that. And if you ain't got a community like that, a family like that, then hey, you got one here today. You came to the right place. Let's know how you feeling, how you living, and what's going on. And together we can raise these vibrations together. And it's not as hard when we do it collectively. We got so much bad nonsense going on out here. We need good places like this where people on some positive stuff. So just keep it positive and respectful, and we could talk about just about whatever. So yeah. How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Where y'all at in the building? We've been having New York coming here often. We had India in here at one point. We had the A in here. Cali. Trying to think. We've been blessed to have the algorithm just kind of throw some people in here, and people just liked it and it resonated with them. It was attracting to them. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to be doing. You don't want to be chasing nothing. You want to be attracting it. Law of attraction. And honestly, the first person I ever learned about law of attraction was Star. You know what I'm saying? So listening to the music and stuff like that helped me over time. It's like, man, it just like, because I heard that stuff, but it didn't really resonate with me until I heard somebody that was more relatable to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can do that too. You know what I'm saying? That's why you hear me say things like beautiful and stuff like that, to let you know that, hey, real niggas say beautiful too. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'll be bringing a little juice box on, because that's why I drink honest juice in my real life. So like, I come on here and be like, real niggas drink juice boxes too, just so you can know that it's cool to do those things too. You know what I'm saying? And not just the normal stuff. You know what I'm saying, that we already know. We're just trying to uplift each other, and collectively, it's a lot easier when we do it together. And that's what it's about. It's not always about the crabs in the barrel mentality. Like, it's almost like a lost art showing love and like just being real. You should see somebody grinding and really getting it and be like, man, I love what you're doing. And that should feel you to do it too. You know what I'm saying? But not from I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yeah, like inspiring you. You know what I'm saying? So if you new, we want audience participation. This is so I know that I'm not wasting my time with you, because I want to show you the value of your time too. And we've been helping some people out here. Some people just going through something, and some people, they're on a musical journey as well. Like, a couple people like made beats and stuff like that. And it's cool. Sometimes you just really just need to hear it. Like that was a big thing for me. That first feature and stuff, like I was ready to quit before that. Like, to be honest, I went into that story the other day, so I'm not gonna go all back into it, because it's pretty personal for me. If you listen to my music, then you kind of heard me briefly say it, and I guess putting a face to it, and like hearing more detail or context to what I'm saying, make it make more sense. You know what I'm saying? So that would be neglect on my end. But hey, again, we all on a journey. We just, sometimes we're all on different pages and paces of that journey. And some of us aren't at the same place, you know what I'm saying? But together we can help each other out. And like they say, you want advice from somebody that's done what you're trying to do, because it's almost like they can look into your future, because like they know what to do. So that's cool things too. So you just want to decide whether this resonates for you, not like, oh, just stay here, you need to stay here. No, if it's not resonating with you, I don't want you to be in here, because I want you to come here and be here when it's effective for you. That way it serves its real purpose. And it might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. You might just like the way I look today. And like, yeah, I really liked it the way he looked. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed cool. You know what I'm saying? And then a month from now, we had the podcast and it's like, oh, and this, you know what I'm saying? When you build it, they come. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I remember, dude, he was super cool then. I didn't even know he was really on some music like that. Because the music on here, you just going to see it's like at least a year old. That was when I really didn't know that you couldn't just put stuff out and still try to get with the music sync placements like within movies, TV, and film, and like ads, because that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I've learned from them, and I'm with a professional engineer now, and you know I'm continuing to do those submissions and stuff, and they tell me positive things sometimes. Like, more often than not, I hear positive stuff when I talk to the music soups and stuff. They're like, oh man, super dope. And they say my name and they know my name. And I know eventually, you know what I'm saying? I can only knock on so many doors and have my stuff on so many desks before it's like, hey, they're like, the boy spit, you know what I'm saying? He just ain't quite got that shot yet, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still out here hooping on your dog ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know what I'm saying? It take time. And you know what they say? Hot shit burn through the bag. So it's not if, it's when. You know what I'm saying? It's a journey, not a destination. So if you like what I'm talking, then maybe it could help you. You know, maybe this is the place for you. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're still looking on that small screen and like, man, I don't know if I want to see what bro man talking about. But it's like, tap on it and you'll be surprised. And we could get on some other topics and stuff too, as long as it's on a positive and respectful tip. You know what I'm saying? Overstand that. But we're gonna let this logic play in the back, and maybe you just hear because you know what I'm saying you want to hear that new tape. Shit, yeah, it's on YouTube. I mean, you ought to go buy it and support it. You know what I'm saying? I did, but you know what I'm saying, supporting is not always a monetary thing. Sometimes it's just showing love or like, man, saluting, you know, or liking, comment, and subscribing, which I'd like you to do. You like that, right? And you know, we want audience participation. We want the chat to get involved. We want to know where you at, what you got going on, and how we could possibly help you. Or how, you know, you might be able to help me. I don't think I know everything, and I'm not afraid to, you know, only a fool think they know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can always learn. You know, you can learn just watching nature. You can learn by doing whatever, really. It's all about how you apply the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Some people know a lot of shit and know a whole lot, but they don't ever do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it too. You know, it's all steps and stuff. I've had to learn so much. 2024 was a big learning year. You know what I'm saying? So man, all that music I've been putting out, and it's like, you know, that's difficult to get put into sync because they don't want it nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I learned some more business and learned like the mechanics of a lot of things. And I had learned to invest in myself, which I had to also learn that investing in yourself is also investing in mentors, people that have done what you are trying to do, or they've done what you want to do, or, you know, and it all will mesh in if you make it all make sense. And the more you learn, the more, you know what I'm saying, the more you learn it, that's how it's supposed to be. So, you know, and if this is resonating with you, you found the right place. Don't be no secret admirer, you know, let us know. So don't be scared. It's only consciousness. And keep it positive. Please, because we will boot that ass out. But again, that's Logic's new tape, Aquarius 3. I love it. Support it. Salute it. It's done a whole lot for me so far. Like, honestly, and I keep going, and they're like, why are you playing that? Why are you playing this? Because I love that, so I'm supporting it first and foremost. But not just that. I was speaking to a mentor about the podcast because we were working the mechanics and getting it all going and stuff. Because like that's the move. Like I'm saying, like this is a very visual year, 2025. I put it there. I'm the type of cat. I put my money where my mouth is. Like if I say the shit, I mean the shit, and I got to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was out the shower and stuff. I was listening to the tape the whole time because it come out Friday, and you know, on the first song, he's like, you got it, just do it, don't overthink it, just don't second guess it. And I was like, I'm starting on my artist channel today. I'm just gonna go live and we'll use it as an on-ramp to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Just sort of like, I guess maybe playing around, get my feet wet, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, what better way to start with some people that may already know your music and know what you're about? Because if you've tapped in and listened, if you've been paying attention to what I've been dropping, I'm on the same brand, same type of time. It's gonna be the same stuff over there. You're just gonna see a lot more in there. Like we'll be talking about like self-grooming things that may make you money because you're saving money. And then we also in turn, I'm a consultant as well at this point. I done learned some shit in 2024. You feel me? So I can, show you how to make that make sense. And then we can make sense together. And before you know it, we making dollars together. You feel me? So like, hey, there is no limit. Your imagination creates the limitation. So we're all about growing together, and you got to make it make sense. A mentee should never be just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting on a mentor. No, 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 no. It has to be mutual. That's why I say make it make sense. Is in for one, like it has to make sense. Two, you want it to monetarily make sense. So it's a double entendre with that. And you'll hear me continue to say those things because that's what I believe, and that's what what I'm saying. That's what I'm on. And this is more or less just showing you, it's like a lost art these days, but so many people just aren't who they're portraying because it's a journey, not a destination. And we're not here to judge people. We're here to help uplift each other, and raise the vibrations to peace, power, and prosperity. And again, if you've been tapped in, you know what I'm on. It's all love on my side. I'm just hydrating right now. Not because like I was bad to myself or anything, but it's important to always hydrate yourself. 90% of people are dehydrated and they don't even know it. Yeah, we got somebody that's been here before. I remember you, and you came in on 12/7. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Eldina's been here before. Eldina was really cool the other night. How you doing? How you doing? Are you at work right now? Are you just here because you bored at work? You only like me when you bored at work, or are you really just with us now? I'm just messing around. Either way, I appreciate the support. Please hit that like button and remember to phone a friend and phone a friend to phone a friend to tell them come on in. Yeah. Okay. Educating and that's what we about over here. You might be able to teach us something. You was teaching us stuff the other night. Yep. I appreciate the good vibes. I love it. Are you having a great day? I hope so. And myself's been kind of delayed. The signal's been, playing with us, trying to hold us around. So it might not be in real time. It might be a little delay. But yeah, and I believe Eldina is actually a psychic. People, if y'all want to know any psychic things, I think she said, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you said that the other night. Hey, and it's a journey. We're all on a journey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's great that you're training yourself. You're putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we get results is when we do the work, and it's a journey. Rose. Okay, you just had a lot of knowledge about it as well, like the gematria and stuff like that. I mean, okay. Well, I'm just misspeaking. I got my foot all in my mouth. There we go, right there again. Either way, I remember you had great energy and you was really cool. But yeah, Rose was cool too. And if you know Rose, tell her that, hey, where you at? You don't like us no more? No, I'm just kidding. It's early days. And I appreciate people coming here to be on this on-ramp over to the podcast. Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Hey Thomas, what up?
That's dope.
Let's jump on the neural path. I'm bored as hell and trying to kill some aliens.
But are you having a great day? I hope you're having a good day. I know you said you're trying to be a morning person, so. And it's great to see people come back in here. You know, that retention helps people also know that there is value here, because it's not just about valuing you. We want to help everybody get some value, and the more people we got helping us, you know, the more help you can get too. You know, it makes it a lot easier. You know, and when we start building these networks or things of that nature that you know, start making sense on a monetary tip, then we, you know, it's like we're playing ball and we passing it around, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Make it like an easy alley-oop. I used to be a basketball person, so like my mind be like still there sometimes. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nocturnal. That makes me think of are you familiar with Hobson? That's one of my heroes too. And it's important, and not just the energy, but like the energy that's the health benefits too. You know what I'm saying? Help with your melanin and stuff like that. Not just like say to get darker, but you know what I mean, like vitamin D deficiencies and stuff like that. You know, like there's a lot of health benefits to it, as well as spiritual benefits. You know. And I'm glad you're laughing. If you're laughing, you're having a good time, and that's raising those vibrations. You know. So that's what we're about over here. Yeah. And remind us where you're from, if you care to speak on it. If you don't want to, that's cool too. I just couldn't remember. And shout out to Alchemistic. Brother has a very interesting journey going on himself. He was in here last night.
It's like, what's today's date? It is.
He's probably getting some rest right now. Bronx, that's right. New York in the house again. Bronx.
Just to say hello to everybody and thank you so much for your support. Like
teacher and all that. Ain't the teacher from the Bronx?
People out there that
do you know the teacher? Just curious. You might not be from there on, you know, you may be just residing there now.
You know, it's been a good transformation into the young man that I've become, and I'm still, you know, becoming that man that I hope to be one day. I guess this is more or less a letter to everybody in my position or the position I'm in.
And when I say the teacher, I was just talking about KRS-One.
Always do what you
Are you
love,
familiar with
and do it for yourself.
The teacher?
If it's something that is selfless,
it's my favorite MC, so that's why I asked.
People, you know,
not trying to like, you know, just you know, supporting and speaking about the things that I love, because I mean, just for some reason, it's such a lost art to feel comfortable being ourselves, you know.
You can go to either of these songs and listen to it and understand and know.
You know him like you know him, or you like you just you know who I'm talking about.
Appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to so much. And I have a lot in store.
Oh, okay. You good. As long as you're staying with us.
I think it also deep down it'll really be good to.
And Eldina, just because you are a returning, hey, and they've been hoeing ours too, because I'm paying for a package and I can see it down on my screen as good, but then on this thing up here, this little platform, it's trying to say like one bar and then I'll talk about it and then it raises up. It's like we was talking about the particle split experiment. I don't know if you're familiar with that, where they like basically took a couple walls and they were shooting particles through there, and when an observer was watching them, they would do one thing, and when there was nobody watching, they would kind of do whatever they want. And it was just
Please keep supporting. I promise to make the music that I want to make.
And it was just kind of like speak, and I learned about it more reading the book Quantum Physics for Beginners, which I'd encourage everybody to read that, do your own due diligence and stuff to that nature. But just talking about how atoms and stuff can be in the same place simultaneously, and that just kind of opens up the realm for like the multiverse and stuff like that. But if that's too deep or whatever, what else. But I just thought it was very interesting.
Welcome to the Aquarius 3 program.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was saying. And Eldina, just because you're a returning, founding member for this onboard and over, at some point, and I'm not saying today, but we are going to have a Patreon going soon to where people can, go more behind the scenes with this, because, some content we're not going to be able to put on YouTube because, people stuff gets blocked and, Okay. I'll try to get to that in a second. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Not today or anything probably, but in the near future, as we're on board and over, I am going to start a Patreon to where, people can, support physically if they want to do. And there's no pressure on nothing like that, but just for the people that are going to be supporting on that type of level, we're going to have more information because I can't put everything on YouTube because they'll kick it out. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff, it's not that it's a secret, just, some stuff they block stuff for, like, some stuff they'll block it for medical purposes or something, silly like that. It's just you gotta play ball basically, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, if you know what I mean by that. So, we're gonna have more deeper, more heavier content for the people that transition to the Patreon. It is not available yet, but the Patreon will be available soon. And that will be helping with the onboarding over as well. So, Bookworm. I actually keep that book in the other room. I just keep it out for, like when guests come over and stuff. I got it right by a Bible and stuff like that. Just not that I'm trying to get somebody to read it, but at the same time, I put it there because, just when I'm sitting there casually, I may want to reflect back to check this out and be like, man, because as you continue on this journey, you'll understand that a big thing of it is forgetfulness. We all forget so much stuff. You can learn so much stuff and forget so much at the same time. And it's okay to forget because we all do it. It's about knowing you're forgetting and knowing when to refresh yourself, and you might want to refresh the page. But I'll be right back with that book. Okay, I grabbed a stack that I keep over there. You say you're a bookworm. Yeah, I wasn't really gonna get into all this yet until we got to the podcast. But Eldina, you are a priority member, so we're gonna go ahead and get it cracking. Just show some of these things, and other people will see it again, or they'll see it on the pod. But okay. Now, this is the book that I'm speaking about, Eldina. And I think I'm still pronouncing your name right, Eldina. I think you told me right the other night. But yeah, this book right here, I don't know if you can see it, the glaring. And you can get that on Amazon and places like that.
Don't be talking to me when I'm in the shower. Shit's weird.
Hey, I've been forgetting shit my whole life. So kudos to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't start out the sharpest tool in the shed, so to speak. Right, yeah, it's a great read, and it's like not one of them reads that you just read it one time. Like I should probably read it again, like tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's just so much cool stuff in there. Like I don't want to spoil it though, but fuck it, we're gonna talk about it. Even there's an experiment, but I think his name was Schrodinger was his name, and he had the experiment called the dead cat experiment or the dead cat in the box experiment, something like that. And it's in here. It's around like page 51, I think, around page 51. And man, it's just like it's so stimulating. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you're a nerd and stuff like you. So you're probably gonna find those things stimulating. And it's like man, it just really make you think. You know, it triggers those thoughts and it invokes thought. You know. And I like things like that. Okay. Yeah, and I bet that's difficult because like, I feel like English is like if you come from another languages, I feel like other languages make a little more sense than English does when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and that's difficult to do on past our early years as well. Like that's a huge accomplishment in general. Yeah, I have in-laws that had to do that as well. So yeah. Yeah. And while you're here, you liking reads and stuff. Here's another good read. This is another good one. Rosalind, can you ease up a little bit on your chest settings? You're kicking my ass here. And I will only give one more right now, you know, and this is just because Eldina is a priority member. And when I say like you're a priority member, I look at you as a part of the family at that point. So, you know, we're all about uplifting and raising for each other. Now, I was going to wait to get into the books to get to the podcast, but Eldina's been here supporting and stuff. I will share one more book. And you may or may already not know about it because I really believe in like the power of three and stuff like that. So, you know, I try to, you know, I think Nikola Tesla was on to some stuff. Okay. It's the Enomial Elish. It's a great read too. I hope you got it. And the third book, you know what I'm saying? The third book is a journey, and it's always a journey. This is the third book. It's a little thicker, but the first two are pretty thin books. And these are just some things that I keep out, like, you know, like on a coffee table type setting, just, you know what I'm saying? Some people are interested, some people want to read, some people are like, oh, that's crazy. It's like some people will judge the shit out of you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. You know, to each his own though, you know, I believe, you know, if it shake you that much, you know, for people that do get freaked out or whatever, if it shake them that much, they need to take their ass to church. You know what I'm saying? If they're that scared, you know, it's just, don't be scared. It's only consciousness. You know, you learn something or you don't, you know, agree with it or don't. But, you know, at that point, you're kind of versed in, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't never know till you know. Like people say, the worst things you can say is the things you don't say. So, yeah. And again, big shout out to Eldina, reoccurring member here, and hopefully coming to the podcast when we get all that, you know, worked out the rest of the way. And hopefully to the Patreon and things of that nature too. And hopefully some of these other people like Nikki Love and what was it? She was I remember she was 32. she made beats and she was from New York, and it was like chill beats or good chill beats. Yeah, she was super cool too. So hopefully some of these people come back in and and mess with us again, because it helps the algorithm, it helps other people, because on these platforms and stuff, the currency of the algorithm is based on value. And when you hit that like button, it lets other people know there's value there to be gained. And then the algorithm's like, okay, we're gonna send people over there because there's value there, because it's got to make sense to them. So and when you're pushing conscious stuff, what I'm saying, sometimes you got to make it make every bit of sense before they even want to support it. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to be getting something out of it, because they don't always agree with it. Because it's a lot more profitable to have people just working a job. You know what I'm saying, from a business perspective. But that's not what we're about over here. We're about uplifting and helping raise the vibrations and raise that consciousness level to peace, power, and prosperity. That's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? But we're just keeping it on a positive and respectful way. It's what it boils down to. But again, I appreciate your love and support, and I'm glad you had an interest in those books. That lets me know that I'm not wasting my time, and you are gaining value from this knowledge. And hopefully you enjoy those books just as much as I do, and maybe more. And, remember to phone a friend to tell them come on in, and maybe they could gain something too. So that that's super dope, super dope, super dope. I know you say you're homeschooling, so I don't really know how appropriate you may deem those though. So just transparency there. Those books are pretty much for more mature minds. Just it's my opinion, but what I'm saying, to each his own. And big shout out to Eldina for homeschooling and educating, what I'm saying, her people. What I'm saying, a lot of people, don't take the time and patience to do that. And as we often say here, when you invest your time here, it is extremely valued. And we just want to show you that any time you spend your time, it should be valued.
Becoming that man that I hope to be one day. I guess this is more or less a letter to everybody in my position, or the position I was.
Right.
To never stop what you're doing. Always do what you love.
Invest in that time into the things that you love, because that's what you're doing. A lot of people, aren't able to do that, or just don't do that. That is that's beautiful, because it just kind of goes along the same guidelines. Like, as you raise and keep going, you do realize, like, oh man, like, just letting you know the importance of what you're doing. Like that's so beautiful and important to invest that time in doing that, because nobody, what I'm saying, if you're educating your kid or whatever it may be, what I'm saying, nobody else is gonna, it's like when you're working on something for yourself, nobody else is gonna take care of your stuff like you take care of your stuff. So you can't expect a teacher to take the same kind of patience that you're gonna take, because you want your kids to get it. What I'm saying, you want them to know, and that's a big deal. Oh yeah. There's always challenges and everything. It's always a journey, not a destination. But hopefully it gets easier. What I'm saying, and hopefully they appreciate the time that their mother is investing. What I'm saying, because that's beautiful. And one day they'll grow up and see and know that, man, you cared so much to do that. So, because there's a lot of disinformation and nonsense out here these days, and you're doing the good works.
Everybody repping that rat pack. Keep repping that rat pack. I don't really know what else
Right,
to say.
exactly.
Thank you for supporting. Please keep supporting. I promise to make the music that I want to make. And I'll always make the music I want to make, from hardcore, gritty sounding shit to pop shit, because I enjoy making.
And do you have anything that you want to talk about?
Like it, go make your own music.
Because you are a priority member,
Like, anyway, thank you for your support and your time. And I know it's a long video. You might be like, "What the fuck is making a long video?" But just because it's like 3 a.m. And you know how much I appreciate.
And hopefully you got some more conscious friends.
Thank you very much.
or family members that you possibly want to encourage to come on in here and chat too. Because maybe they don't know how important you is, and we need to tell them how important you is, you know? Sometimes you just gotta pop your shit, you know? And you might have to refresh it again. They keep playing with it. I don't know what it is, you know? These signals from one platform to another, and multi-streaming and stuff like that. Well, just early days. It is it's sort of the branding thing. Like I have to like vet things out. You know what I'm saying? You are a recurring member, but you know what I'm saying. Just these early days are just very, very delicate to the brand, because at the end of the day, it is a business. Yeah, I'm very much the light skinned black sheep of my family as well, and I'm a breed, so literally the black sheep in other ways as well. But well, that's I got a lady, so you know that wouldn't be respectful for me to divulge that type of information. But I appreciate your concern. You know, I've always been a loyal dude. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in a relationship and stuff, I'm not in it for no reason. I'm committed. You know what I'm saying? So that just ain't me. You know, there's other places for that too, and I'd like you to, you know, stay and, you know, possibly, you know, pick a different topic, and, you know, I'm just out of respect for my significant other and myself, because, you know, respecting your significant other is a part of respecting yourself. So just you know, I can take a compliment though. Yeah. I know that's a rarity as well. Yeah, I've always been that way. I was a dude in high school that you know what I'm saying, was a player and stuff, and when I got a girlfriend, I was like, man, I was like, it is what it is type situation. And, you know, a lot of my boys and stuff would clown me and stuff, and be like, oh, come on, man, come on, man. It's like, no, that's just not who I am. And you know, I uphold my integrity to the fullest. And also, you know, it's a rarity, but you know what I'm saying, if ever anybody ever did like anybody, why would you like an unloyal person? You know, because if they did it with you, they'll do it to you. You feel me? Like real game right there. So we bringing loyal cats back. You know, it's cool to be loyal. Brothers don't cheat. You know, they used to say that brothers don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sure do, because you know it makes it easier, and you got more cool people when you ain't got to tell her, like, hey man, don't do that to her. You know, like, what you doing? What you doing? It's like, man, that ain't good to you either. You know that, right? You know what I'm saying? That energy and stuff, and so many people on you, like it's a bigger connection, you know, doing those things than you know. So just keeping it all the way with you, and I appreciate your love and support. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, we're all about supporting what you love. So if you love the way I look, hey, support it. You know what I'm saying? And supporting is not always a monetary thing. It could be liking, commenting, and subscribing, or just contributing in the chat. But when you hit that like, other people know to come in here and be like, oh, there's value here. And that's what we're all about, raising these vibrations. And, you know, I love that you're in here interacting with us. That's beautiful. You know, and you don't never, closed mouth don't get fed, or whatever you're trying to do with the mouth. You know what I'm saying? If you don't ask, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So you never know till you ask. And now you know, and now you appreciate me a little more, because you're like, oh yeah, dude's a real dude. And it's like, yeah. So it's a mutual gain there. You know what I'm saying? We're helping each other out. And you're more than welcome to stay here, and you know, tell us where you at. Where you at in the building? Where you from? What part of the world? And what you got going on, and how you feel? And Eldina's been here before, so she already knows how it goes down in here. And she's a priority member. And you're communicating with us, so that makes you a priority member. You know, that's what it's all about, is the chat participation in here. But yeah. Oh, the A in the house. Okay. Hot Atlanta. Is it cold down in Atlanta right now? I know it's cold down in Texas right now. And we up here in Kentucky. And I remember Eldine has already told us how old she is and stuff. Because she's a priority member. She's been here before, and we extremely value her. She's doing some wonderful things in her life. She's actually homeschooling right now as we speak, so that's beautiful. The phrase and all. Yeah. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. Put your age in there. Tell us how we're just trying to get to know you. I mean, you're getting to know me, so just being transparent here. That's what we're about as well. You know, along with being on the vibrations of peace, power, and prosperity. You know what I'm saying? We just keep it all the way in here too, because we're looking at it as like we're building a family. You know what I'm saying? And we're just keeping it all the way. So, and glad to have you in here. It's much love.
His family, music, and making film.
Hopefully we didn't lose anybody. And if it was delaying or something, you might have to refresh it. Sometimes it'll even say it's still live there, but for whatever reason, things are messing up. Even from my signal here to the signal over. Nice. Hey, I appreciate that. I worked very, very hard on that. And even the stuff that you're seeing is at least a year old, because I didn't know it. The things that I'm trying to do, I didn't know that you couldn't put the stuff out there and still do what I was trying to do. I was trying to get it into a sing. Oh, you're talking about that. That's not me. That's Logic. That's Logic's new project. That's yeah. That's Logic's new project, Aquarius 3. We support what we love here, and we love Logic. So, you know, I've been playing it because it came out Friday, and I just been rocking it. But my music on my channel is at least a year old. All that stuff on there. My current stuff is, you know, either setting with a music supervisor at the desk, or still in the process with me and my engineer. Because I actually finally got with a professional engineer and such and so forth. And, you know, 2024 was all about learning the business and the mechanics and how to make it make sense, so to speak. And then I learned some other business stuff too, which was really cool. And 2025 is the visual year. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why if you've ever followed along or you heard me before, you know what I'm saying, you probably never seen my face, because I don't put it on there. I only had like one video that even had my face on there. It was like an old video from like when I was 12 years old, and somebody just had it on video of me busting down some bars, you know. But, you know, I put it in the community that it was a very visual year, and I was like, what better way to start onboarding over to the podcast that we have going? We're just working at the mechanics on that. Than to put it on a place that I've already been producing and putting content, and it's all on brand. It's all the same stuff. It's still all about peace, power, and prosperity. If you've tapped in, then you know that's what I'll be speaking about. Oh, I greatly appreciate that. I worked very, very hard on that. And we just, you know, we support what we love. So, you know, we love Logic. So go purchase this stuff. Go check it out as well. It's always a good investment, because he's always giving great gems and, you know, reassurance and trials and tribs, and, you know, talking about the things that a lot of artists don't talk about, you know. And, you know, I've that helped instill those things into me as well, you know, and amongst other artists that are my heroes as well. And I see we losing a few people, you know what I'm saying? That's okay. She be back. She'll love me in the morning.
Let's have fun with the shit. Finally one with the shit. Finally one with myself. I've been basking in the blood of innocence. Talking about the way my mind work. Put the pen to the pad and make a universe. Talking with Bobby and
Yeah, ain't it? Comparing the A to the apple, man, ain't even no telling. You know what I'm saying? How cold it is up there. I can't imagine. And it's a little delayed here if you all want to refresh it. So I know sometimes it'll still say it's live on there, like that little dot will be there. But for whatever reason, we're still having to refresh it. You know, people have been telling us that and stuff. So, you know, hopefully everybody's finding some enjoyment or some entertainment or edutainment, you know, and loving what we're doing. And if you love it or you find it to be cool or you just like the aesthetics, you know what I'm saying, hit that like button. Don't just think about it. I love and feel that telepathy right there, but you got to hit that right there. And, you know, it'll help other people know that there's value here to be gained. And we can continue to build this community. And we can do a lot more things, you know, when we grow together. So I love everybody that's coming here and show some love and show some support. And, you know what I'm saying? It's only up from here.
Logic created this world and beat the campaign. Now it's time for the side quest.
Logic is like, what's today's date? It is.
Well, we love everybody that's coming in here, you know?
I just thought
It helps. You know, that's what it's all about here. You know, we're uplifting each other. Not so much on a, you know, I got an old lady, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm a respectful dude, you know. We used to say it a long time ago, but black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little dude. I've always been that way. I kind of delved into that a little bit earlier. But, you know, so out of respect for my lady, I don't entertain things like that. But you know, I just keep it all the way honest, and you know, most good people respect those things, and you know what I'm saying, they continue to support and stuff because you know they know what we own, and that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's all respectful. You know what I'm saying? She hasn't been disrespectful or nothing. She's a reoccurring member, and she's a valued member, and she's gave a lot of great conversation and points, and she, you know, been teaching and showing us stuff and showing us in real time, you know what I'm saying, the importance of like homeschooling and things of that nature. Like that's very commendable, and I love that. And we love you for coming in here too and showing your love and support. Please hit the like button. It helps to other people know there's value to be gained here, because unfortunately that's the only currency level that they use on streaming platforms and stuff is it got value. Like they want to help you, and especially if it's conscious stuff, you really got to make it make sense for them to be like, okay, we can make this work, you know. So yeah, Dina saying, not that boy. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That ain't what we're here for. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We're just talking about the value of time, and like anybody that comes in here, if you're new in here, you know, if you spend your time here, it is extremely valued, and we want to show you your value. Even if the people around you make you feel like you have no value, I promise you have value. Everybody does. And it's about finding these communities and these groups where people show you that. It's like a lost art. Like, you know what I'm saying? A long time ago, people did used to uplift each other, because you can't forget, we all we got, you know what I'm saying? And we got enough negative and bad stuff out there. So, you know, we're trying to build up the positive things on a vibration of peace, power, and prosperity. And if you're familiar with my music, I've been saying that it ain't nothing new. This is just a visual representation at this point. But, you know, that's beautiful. And hopefully your daughter at some point recognizes and realizes how much you loved them enough to do that, because, you know, that time is extremely valuable. It's like, you know, when you let somebody borrow your stuff, ain't nobody going to take care of your stuff the way you take care of your stuff. So ain't nobody going to teach your kids the way you want to teach your kids, because you want to make sure that they get it and they know it, because you want to see them flourish and succeed, you know. So that's a real beautiful thing, and I definitely commend that. Anybody out there doing that. And Miss Purple, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. And we love you for that. and we support things like that. It's beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah, and don't forget to phone a friend to tell them come on in. Don't be scared. It's only consciousness. Yeah. And we love everybody to come in here. We look at you like family. We ain't gonna treat you no different, you know what I'm saying? Even if you say this or that, whatever, hey, you know, I mean, I'm gonna just keep it all the way with you, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of being me unapologetically. And I got that from Logic, you know. Probably one of the reasons why I got it bumping right here. I gained knowledge there, so you know. Right. And a lot of children even that get, you know, pushed through the cracks or into those categories, they're not even supposed to be in there. You know, like it's just like you say, foundational things. I was one of those kids, like in a not exactly this or that, but like there are certain things like I just have to fully. I'm like slow to the draw, almost like I gotta understand everything around it, and then it's like, okay, now I get it. But then at the same time, I'll be on a type of mastery level to where now I see and understand things the way that people that, oh yeah, they just got it so quick. They don't see what I'm seeing, and they can't understand it. So you know what I'm saying? You even go to like Albert Einstein and people like that, you know, some of our greatest thinkers of all time, greatest philosophers and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? People attempted to push them in the cracks. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can do everything, you know what I'm saying? Well, nobody's better than anybody else. And limitation is an illusion, you know what I'm saying? And like you say, like I was saying earlier, ain't nobody gonna take care of your stuff the way you take care of it, you know? Miss Purple, if you're still in here, Eldina has some questions to you, and we do encourage the audience participation. That's what it's about here. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about talking to me. We love it when you talk amongst each other as well, as long as we keep it on a positive tip and we're respectful. You know what I'm saying? We encourage open conversation. We've even had a difference of opinions in these past couple of days with some people, and you know, we just kept it respectful. And we educated some of ourselves and each other, you know what I'm saying? And it was really beautiful. That's what it's about, growing this consciousness level, you know what I'm saying? And raising these vibrations, being able to have difficult conversations at times that, you know, we walk away learning something or knowing something or even respecting something, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. Even for the young lady that asked me about, you know, some things I'm not going to speak about out of respect, you know, for myself and my significant other. You know, she understood where I was coming from and she respected me. So, you know, that was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Whether she stuck around or not, we encourage you to stick around. And, you know what I'm saying? It may not be for you today, but it may be for you tomorrow. You know, you never know. And we want you to be here when it's right for you. So, you know what I'm saying? If it don't fit, it don't fit. But you know what I'm saying? If it's making sense to you and it sounded good, then you're probably in the right place. And that means you're family. So, yeah, I know that's got to be difficult. Especially when, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with an adolescent mind, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, when we kids, we don't want to think about this stuff, but it's like, you got to understand, like, that, you know, that parent is trying to want you to do better. I haven't done it, but I definitely commend it. But yeah, it's beautiful. And if any of this is coming in delayed too, or feels slow, you might have to refresh it, because we've been having to deal with that for some reason. And it's not necessarily just your software or computer or anything like that, your network. Like my system saying I got all bars, but then this equipment, like the system says that, and then but I look on this little screen where it's multi-streaming over, and it'll mess up sometimes too. So just full transparency there. And you know, here we all about supporting what you love, and supporting is not always a monetary thing. $1 helps, $2 helps, you know, more helps, but it's not always a monetary thing, you know what I'm saying? Liking, commenting, and subscribing, or phoning a friend to phone a friend to tell them come in, you know what I'm saying? You know, telling your people to come on in. It helps. It helps show that there is value to be gained here. And I love everybody that's came in here and showed some support. Again, I consider you family. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what family do. You know, sometimes we just, you know, as long as we keep it all the way with each other and have the best intentions for each other, you know what I'm saying? We will flourish, you know. And everybody's been respectful so far and stuff. So, you know, that's cool. And hopefully some of these people come back in here. Or, you know, maybe it wasn't for them today, but it may be tomorrow. You know what they say, when you build it, they come. So, you know, they may see us on the podcast and like, you know, like, oh, I remember that. But if you're not sticking around early days, you know, don't question why you're not a mod or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So. Because we're all intelligent people here, you know.
Roslyn, can you ease up a little bit on your chest settings? You're kicking my ass here.
Logic's 3 loves are his family, music, and making film.
And Miss Purple, Eldina's asking for any recommendations or, you know, financially smart curriculums, just things that are, you know, easy to get more out of and stuff, you know, that make sense as well.
Come on, baby, now come on, give me the money, give it them where they talking, ain't nobody working it for me, never crummy. I prefer the flower, never the dummy. I'm getting high by day, getting high by night. If you talking wild, then go and get the fuck out my sight. How does it feel to make real music, baby? You know I got an addiction to making the music, baby. I'm hoping they use it, baby. My mind, I'ma lose it, baby.
Yes, and you know, that's what we hear, each one teach one, you know what I'm saying? Miss Purple, you've been doing it for a little longer, so we're hoping, you know, maybe you can help our sister Eldina out and, you know, that's what we're about here, uplifting and raising these vibrations, helping each other. So, you know, I love what you all have going on right there. That's what it's all about in here, you know. Because if I don't know, I'm not afraid to tell you I don't know. And anything I do know or feel like I know, you know, I always encourage everyone to do their own due diligence and their own research. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what helps us get it more. Because sometimes, you know, you got to see it for yourself to believe it, so to speak. And again, if it feels delayed or anything, you might have to hit that refresh button. Because for some reason, I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah. And again, I love everybody that has shown some support. Hopefully they come back and show some more. And hopefully they stay a part of and become a part of the future family as well, you know.
It's time for the game to change. I'm playing different from older. Won't gamble for the good is over. Your life is bringing me a difficult. It's time for the game to change.
Hey, Thomas, what up? Let's jump on the neural path. I'm bored as hell and trying to kill some aliens.
Quentin Thomas to Mission Control, Babel. We've come across a ship. It looks alien. Nothing I've ever seen before.
I'm like, wait up, trying to get this paper. Trying to get this weight on my shoulders. I know they hate as I get older, but I'm like, wait up, trying to get this paper. Trying to get this weight on my shoulders. I know they hate as I get older. You gon' have to catch me now. Can't let a motherfucker best me now. Don't test me now, better rest me now. I've been paper chasing instead of facing all my demons. Feeling so complacent, think I need a change. Like breaking the 20, been breaking my mind up for money. Been breaking my mind for like over a decade to get paid. I'm done with this shit. Let's have fun with this shit. Finally one with this shit. Finally one with myself. I've been basking in the blood of innocence. Innocence, I'm feeling infinite. Talking about the way my mind works. Put the pen to the pad and make a universe. Fucking with Bobby and now you in a hearse. You talk shit.
Eldina's in New York.
at a good pace. Yeah. Some way, somehow, getting paid now. Keep my mental state light through the shade now. A lot of things going on in the world, ain't no way I can evade now. Gotta pray now, ain't nothing to say now. Bulletproof vest, what I need when they spray now. Feel like every other day now. With bullets penetrating the child, erasing the smile. But I'm like, wait up, trying to get this paper. Trying to get this weight on my shoulders. I know they hate as I get older, but I'm like, wait up. Trying to get this paper. Trying to get this weight on my shoulders. I know they hate as I get older. Gonna have to catch me.
She was just more or less curious of things that may have worked for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know that helps a lot too when you know somebody has personal experience in a certain program or something, and they may vary or different state to state, but you know, a lot of stuff's like online and pretty much universal. I'm not in the educational part of. I don't have much. I'm not very versed in that. It may be very, very compartmentalized. So Miss Purple says, but we're just wondering if like it may be some online thing or that isn't so much compartmentalized like that.
Logic is like, what's today's date? It is June 13th, 2011. I just thought I'd just make a quick little video or whatever just to say hello to everybody and thank you so much for your support. Like, it just means so much to know that, you know, that there's people out there that love my music and my words, and it's tight. It's a great feeling. So thank you first and foremost. And you know, it's been a good transformation.
And I'm just reading these comments and trying to help anything that may or may not be delayed with the chat, because I know the signal's being thrown on my end too. So make sure that red dot's on there saying it's live, and even if it is, it's often still being delayed for some reason, and you just have to refresh it. I've had people personally tell me, or you know, text me and be like, "Hey man," you know what I'm saying? So just know it's not just your signal. You know, even if your signal is saying good, it could be because this is being multi-streamed from another entity over to YouTube. So however that works, I'm not sure.
And I'm looking forward to so much. And I have a lot in store, and I can't wait.
And Eldina says that it does vary state to state. With some online programs, you can use as tools.
Where I once was when I'm in the future, and be able to just make sure that hopefully I'm still as humble as possible and hardworking, and that my work ethic is still there. And it's good to reflect. So kind of like the calm before the storm, you know? Like I know there's a lot of things that are going to happen. Some things are going to happen like this. Other things that I want more are going to happen over time. But
okay, she's just looking more or less for something that a program that, you know, delves into more detail or elaborates more, you know. She's wanting more extensive learning tools.
Keep repping that rap pack. I don't really know what else to say. But thank you for supporting. Please keep supporting. I promise to make the music that I want to make. And I'll always make the music I want to make, from hardcore, gritty sounding shit to pop shit.
Yeah, and even if you think it may not be relevant because of the state, I mean, you never know. It may help her more than you know. You know, if you do feel comfortable sharing some of the programs you used for your homeschooling. Or even if you didn't use a program, maybe you utilize some of the. There are a lot of YouTubers out there that are, I would venture to say, are still doing like their whole brand is like homeschooling and affordable homeschooling and stuff like that. Now I know some of those things you have to pay in Patreons and things of that nature too. But some of those may be cheaper alternatives as well. But of course, do your own research, do your own due diligence, because, you know, I don't know those folks.
got love. Listening to demon days, I ain't got nothing left. Memories of 15, I'm cooking like I'm a chef. Open mic in December, chief and reefing, I peep the breath. Rhyming with crack dealers, first time in the studio, and I'm hoping that they feel us. Spitting 15 minutes up on the track, no hook, just bars, and that's that. Chilling with my homie Josh, you know he got the gat. Finna rob a couple cats that robbed him a couple days back. We all black, yeah, we rob him in all black. I ain't even fuck with bitch, don't wanna die to bitch it up. I'd rather rap, I'd rather illustrate iller than any of them.
So, Miss Purple, you got anything else you like to talk about if you're still here? Or Eldina? I don't know if it's delayed or, she may not have any more inputs and she may not be here with us anymore. People have lives and other things going on. Maybe not, not weird way, just, busy and stuff like that. So, yeah. Or if anybody else that is secret admiring or watching, maybe you have an input that you'd like to put in, because we are, needing chat participation. And Eldina's doing a great job, but, Eldina shouldn't have to bear all that weight, especially if you are watching and, benefiting off it, so to speak.
Study rap like it was my religion. My lyricism on the track is the illest collision. You know I ended the game like a surgery incision. That's precise. Get a boy nice. Put a bullet in my head if I ain't had his vice. Probably take my life if I couldn't ask Paige for advice. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to worry in the middle of the night? That's the reason that I write. Wish I had more ink on this page. Rip up the page. Shit was easier back in the day, just rapping with face. Nowadays, cats take shots, but they never even graze. It's just the way. Rap until I'm in the grave. Have fun, get paid. Do the album by the slave, but it's really not a slave. It's the how I've been a slave. To the label, to the industry, I make a
But, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. That sounds so difficult, having to go through a bunch of different things. That sounds like a headache. I see what you mean by it being so difficult, because it would make a lot more sense to just have, like, a curriculum like that gives you the curriculum, not a curriculum that's like, oh, but come invest here, come to here, come here. It begins to feel like a money grab. I see what you mean. Because people know that people care, so, they're thinking they can squeeze it out, Yeah, that makes sense.
After having achieved those, just based on me equating my value to the end product rather than the process of being.
And anybody else got any conversational points? Or, it doesn't seem like Miss Purple may be with us anymore, unfortunately, Dina. But, we tried, we tried. And maybe she'll be back. Maybe she was busier, at work, or has something to do, No telling. Right, yeah. Just sitting there trying to think, because I was not versed into that at all, so I didn't know anything about that. Yeah, sitting here trying to think. Oh, you said you had to learn English. At what age did you learn English, if you care to share?
present, I'm tripping now. Feel like I'm flipping out. Think I should be sipping now. Wait, now hold up. Self-medication ain't the prescription I need right now. That's why I'm turning this page. I feel like I need it right down. My emotions, palms sweaty like the ocean. Get rid of this, it ain't that easy. It's sipping a potion and feel like my brain is in a constant state of motion. Some say it's therapeutic, others say it's devotion. When it comes to anxiety, I feel like I'm the fucking when I was a little boy, finally out my daddy's nuts. I had an invisible friend, they thought I was nuts. But as I got older and lost a little innocence, I couldn't see him anymore, not even if I squint. It's been like 30-something years, I wonder where the fuck you went. Sometimes I wonder if he's...
And if you don't want to talk about that, that's fine too. I was just curious at what age you had to learn English, because I know that's a difficult thing to do, learn other languages. And if you had to do it as an adult, then that's like really, really challenging.
Maybe it's both like the devil and the angel, whatever anxiety is, I still don't get the fucking angle on
Yeah, we ain't on that type of time, but I appreciate the support. If you want to, talk about other things, like if you read the comments, you kind of see what type of time we was on. We could talk about anything as long as it's positive and in a positive manner and respectful to others. I'm a loyal and committed man, and so out of respect for myself and my significant other, I wouldn't get into that type of shenanigans, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. But I can take a compliment. I appreciate it, and hopefully you can get on the vibes that we on in here. And it's all about peace, power, and prosperity, and uplifting and raising the vibrations in a positive way and respectful. I understand that could be taken as positive, but also out of respect for me and my significant other, as you see, just that would kind of fall into the respect guidelines. But I appreciate it. I find myself handsome as well. Oh no, you good. We've had people. I mean, look at me. We've had people come in here and do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a conceited type of guy, but I am aware that I'm very attractive. So I can take a compliment. How are you doing? We've been talking about where are you from, and what part of the world you from, what you got going on. Just general stuff like that. We're kind of speaking amongst ourselves in just a positive manner. And don't feel any type of weirdness like, oh, I gotta leave now. It's like, no. We've had people come in here and be on that type of time and just, like, oh, I respect that. We need more people like that. And that's cool. And that's what it's about. Me just authentically being me. People know that's cool again. We used to say brothers don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brothers don't cheat, Burbank in the building. I ain't never been there, but that's cool. Cali in the building. We had some Cali people in here before. Hope you're all safe and your family's safe and stuff like that. I'm sorry for everything that's like been going on over there and stuff like that. That's devastating. Hope everybody's safe and good out there, because that was devastating. Again, I'm not familiar or versed with Cali, so I don't know the locations or things of that nature. And back to Eldina, from 6 to 11, hey, that's still difficult too. You know what I'm saying? Because they say the only time it's really easy is like, when they in school is like, what, 3 to 4 is when they really be trying to teach stuff like, you know what I'm saying, up. So that's difficult. Yeah, I don't doubt it. And just smelling it, just everybody thinking about it, So over here, we're trying to, raise vibrations and stuff, and, let people know that their time is valued. When you spend it here, it's valued extremely. Everybody's time is valuable. Mine, yours, and, what I'm saying, we want to make sure that you know that. And anything you may have going on or dealing with it, you want to talk about, that's what we're about here, is uplifting and raising these vibrations together. Because believe it or not, when you help one another, it does help you, and that's how we do it collectively. And I'm reiterating some stuff I've said before, but I'm just saying it for new viewers, new people coming in, and and hey, you never know until you ask. You know what I'm saying? Closed mouth don't get fed, so but or whatever you do with that. Yeah, it's devastating. But yeah, back to Adina. That's I bet that was challenging. And did it feel more challenging the older you got as you were still trying to learn? Could you say from 6-year-old to 11? From 6 to 11, you was learning English. As you those numbers continue to 11, do you feel that it was more challenging or more difficult, or maybe it got easier for you? Just curious, because each one teach one. You telling your story and talking about these things, it may encourage someone else that's like, been here for a hot minute and still trying to learn English, and like, your story may help them in turn know that, oh, somebody can do it. Just like me sitting here being positive or being respectful, or standing on being a little dude. What I'm saying? Brothers don't cheat. We saying that again. If they ain't saying it, we saying it. But being the difference you want to see does make a difference, because it lets people know it's okay. Because we tend to have a lot of negative people in the world, and like a crab in a barrel type mentality. But when we see what we're supposed to see, it really helps. So I hope it helps. And I love you all for coming in here and showing support, and being a part of the community. And we consider you family when you come in here. This is just, I'm on my artist channel, but this is an onboarding ramp to the podcast. So yeah, it's very early days, and it just puts you in position to be like a priority member going into the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So opportunity is there as long as you stay here and stay cool. You know what I'm saying? There's doors that can be open, and if it's delaying or anything, you may have to refresh it. Sometimes it still says it's live and have that little red button there, but for some reason, the way the multi-streaming and from here to there, sometimes it gets all, computers have a mind of their own. You know what I'm saying? We got sentient AI out here and everything now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I love everybody for coming in here, and I love you showing support, and we love you, and we want you to know that your time is valuable. And if you got something going on you want to talk about, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say? They say the worst thing you can say is the thing you didn't say. So we've been here for about an hour and 42 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know that my time is valued. Hit that like button. Don't just think about it. I appreciate the positive thoughts, though. It that counts as well. That helps. But hitting that like button helps other people know that there's value here. And here, you hear Logic playing in the back. We love Logic, so we're supporting what we love. I went and bought the project and et cetera, because I love what he's doing, and and it helps me as well. So supporting something isn't always a monetary thing. It could be liking, commenting, and subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Just hitting that thing, right there. Let me know. And yeah, and don't forget to phone a friend to tell them come on in. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. It's only consciousness. Yeah. And I appreciate all the support. I love you all. Thank you. You're letting me know that I'm not wasting my time here.
Anyway, thank you for your support and your time. And I know it's a long video. You might be like, why the fuck are you making a long video? But just because it's like 3 in the morning.
And Jigsaw, how old are you? Tell us your age. Tell us a little bit about you. We're all about being transparent in here too. We just try, for lack of better words, we keep it all the way in here. And we're looking at each other and treating each other like family. So looks like a few people dipped out, and that's cool. You know what they say, less is more. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build the right community, not a big community. You know what I'm saying? If the right community gets big, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But we want the right people in here. So, you know what I'm saying? So we are uplifting and raising these vibrations. And it's a journey, not a destination. So, we're all on different parts of said journey. And, you know what I'm saying? If we help each other, it makes it easier. Somebody may be where you are right now, and somebody may have already been where you are right now. And when you're dealing with somebody that's already done what you're trying to do, it's like they're looking into the future when they see you and talk to you, because they can tell you how some of that's gonna play out because they done did it, you know. So yeah, it's a journey, and journey just means it's ongoing. It doesn't stop. It's not a destination point. You know, that's how so many people get stagnant or left behind or feel complacent and stuff like that, is because they're like, oh, why isn't this happening? Because they just want a result. They don't want to put in the work to be on the journey, so to speak. So we're all on a journey, and we can help each other collectively by raising these vibrations to peace, power, and prosperity and abundance. And when you do those things, you receive things in abundance, understanding the law of attraction. You know, big shout out to Star. That's where I really first kind of, okay, I'm starting to understand what law of attraction is. Listening to Manifest Destiny and stuff like that. You know, that helped me conceptualize and understand those things. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm forever grateful for things I learned and opportunities that I was blessed to even be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you always hear me pay homage and stuff because, like, you know, you got to respect the people that did it before you, because if they didn't do it before you, you wouldn't have seen it to do it. You know what I'm saying? They had to do it before you. You know, it's even more beautiful when you get to kind of do stuff with people. It's like, man, it feels so like cool, and you just, you know, you hope they respect what you're doing and stuff like that, because, like, you know, those things count to you too, because, you know, those are our heroes. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop happens to be a place where we try to act like when people get older and stuff, like they have these negative stigmas and stuff. But hip hop seems to be one of the only places that really does that. You know what I'm saying? And just you know, continuing to perpetuate, you know, nonsense and stuff. So like we try to counter that, and you know what I'm saying, let people know that, you know, we love and support our veterans and the people that did it before us. That's why I pay so much homage. It's out of love and respect. It's not like a attention grabby type thing. It's just like I was raised up, you know what I'm saying, in the hood and shit, and it's like, you know, we was taught to respect our OGs, you know what I'm saying. So I do that, you know, and I try to always pay that homage and respect forward, you know, because it's all about, you know, it's all about the gun that comes after us, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. That's metaphorically, you know what I'm saying. That's a reference KRS-One uses, like the gun and stuff like that. But it's about what comes after you, you know, not so much what you're doing right now, but what you're doing right now, you want to make sure you're doing it to the fullest and with the most integrity. And you know what I'm saying, you want them to look back and laugh at what you're doing, or do you want them to be like, man, dude was on to something, you know what I'm saying. And it takes all of us collectively, and, you know, different versions, shades, and forms of it, you know what I'm saying. Just even if you're just sprinkling the consciousness in, you know what I'm saying, it helps raise that level, you know, and help people. You know, we're all at different points on these journeys, and we need coaches and mentors and people at all points of it, you know what I'm saying, whatever we may or may not specialize in, or may or not like talking about, you know what I'm saying. So real game. And we're about 2 hours in right now. Getting a little dry in here. Got the preaching on them. If it don't pick up, I'm probably about to jump off for a little bit. I might even call it a day. You know, I don't know how it's looking, if people been supporting that stuff. Because I gotta make it make sense too. And if you love it, support it.
Hey, yo, my fear's kind of gripping me now. Just so heavy, you feel like it's tipping me now. Anxiety got me out my present, I'm tripping now. Feel like I'm flipping out. Think I should be sipping now. Wait, now hold up. Self-medication ain't the prescription I need.
Ain't nobody even been hitting the like button. Well, we had some kind of supports in here and stuff like that. We're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Yeah, we might be back later, depending on how the energy feel. Yeah. I appreciate all the support. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And phone a friend to tell them come on in. And Eldina, thank you for being a priority member. Peace. I love y'all.